Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo won't shine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a good week of the boxing, A lot of surprises, up-and-coming stars, Zurdo Ramirez, stoppage, great display of power by Amanda Serrano. Y'all already know the subdivision world champion, the pound-for-pound knockout queen of the sport of boxing. Wow, man. Her opponent, Miriam Gutierrez, she ain't look right. I mean, she took a lot of punches, man. What was it, like 246 power punches to the grill? Ay, Dios mío. I don't know, somebody's going to be dating her soon. Just got to keep it real. I don't know if somebody going to be dating her for quite some time. Don't mind, no notification, man. I've been dropping videos all day. So the notification ain't going to be sent. But smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. I'm gonna wait if I could do this right quick. Hold on. Espera, señor. Hold on. Boom. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. We prepared. What's good, Sanchez in the building? What's good, Sanchez? Keep up the good work, bro. Love the content thing. Good looking out. E1 Raw. Dog. Pause. Viterbi is a brute. Estoy bien aquí, mi hermano. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's go. Hold on. Let me post this right quick. The community box so the people understand where we at. Boom. Hold on. Hold on. Terrence versus his cash out. Think so? Think so, man? So yeah, man, y'all see the title, see the thumbnail. Also, man, boxing's waiting game, man, is hindering boxing to sustain any type of momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, for how many years we've been calling Terrence Bud Crawford to fight Earl the True Spence? For how many years, ladies and gentlemen? For how many years we've been waiting, huh? And I've been trying to tell y'all folks that fight is not going to happen. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got that fever. Everybody want to see that, you know? But boxing's going to keep, we going to wait for it. Now that we can have book that nobody was standing in the way of Earl the True Spence. And nothing was standing in the way of Bud Crawford. And we thought that it was just, oh, man, Bobby Arim. Oh, it's because they in different type of the streets. Because there's no crossing guards. No grown man know how to cross the street no more. So we thought that somebody was holding somebody's hand. We thought that Earl Spence was holding, that Al Haymon was holding Earl Spence's hand. We thought that Bob Arum was holding Terrence Bud Crawford's hands. Nobody would have crossed the street. Everybody was talking about crossing the street for 2 years. Everybody was talking about crossing the streets. Now, oh, you'll cross the street. I can't go. I mean, ain't no crossing guards. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to cross the street. I mean, even the walk sign was there. You feel me? See the don't walk sign was there. The green light, it was a red light. No cars was coming through. People talking about grown men was talking about crossing the streets, y'all. Grown men was talking about crossing the street for damn 2 years. I started crossing the street by myself in preschool. Preschool. Yeah, you remember when you started preschool, you know, your mother, your dad would take you to school the first couple of days. So, you know what I'm saying? So you won't be, but I want mama. I want mommy. And then little by little, then you start telling mommy, no, you go. And then your mother used to take you to school, but then it got to the point where your mother was just taking you in front of the school. Go cross the street. Bye from afar. But no, we had grown men talking about crossing the damn street. Now, they got no chaperones, ladies and gentlemen. Terrence Bud Crawford don't got no chaperone. Now he has crossed the street. DK, now, because we got to play the crossing in the street game. Now he crossed the street. And we thought that the fight was going to come through fruition. No. Ugas versus Spence. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. Don't get mad at Ugas. Ugas has paid his dues to get any shot. He paid his dues to get a Bud Crawford shot. He paid his dues to get the Errol Spence shot. Everybody been saying, yo, but Ugas, we don't want him to fight Pacquiao. We don't want him to fight Errol Spence. No, we don't want him to fight Bud. I mean, he's the only one that actually went to the WBA and fought his own sanctioning body that he paid sanctioning fees to and complain and petition with his people. No, I want that fight. Forget the mandatory. See, ain't nobody talking ish about Stanionis now. And in different type of topics, people be like, hey, yo, why you ain't fight this mandatory? Yo, Ugas is ducking Stanionis. Why I haven't seen that video right now? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know, why haven't I seen a video of Ugas ducking his mandatory? Why are they going to pay him off, man? Why are they going to pay him off? Why are they going to pay him to step aside? Why is Ugas ducking the mandatory? No, you ain't going to see no video like that. You ain't going to see no video like that, like you saw it with Lomachenko, like you saw it with Canelo, like you saw it with Tio. You ain't going to see no damn... Come on, let's be real. What Josh Taylor got to fight Jack Catterall for? Nah. Don't fight your mandatory. But anyway, I'm just on this YTBC humor. Danny Medina in the building. What's good, Danny Medina? What's good? It's been a good weekend, y'all. A lot of people also talking trash about Jake Paul, that was rigged. Man, you don't play boxing. Don't get mad at Jake Paul. Jake Paul in the sport of boxing and fighting 3 times in the span of a year, 3 times. We hope that our fighters, that our elite fighters, could fight 3 times. We've been begging for our fighters, elite fighters, to be fighting 3 times. At least, hey, Canelo Alvarez has fought 4 times in the span of 11 months, but people will still be itching. They still be itching. Haters! Subscribe to this channel, man. Smash the like button. Y'all already know Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo, the high octane. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a special guest coming through. Shout out to one man, Serrano. Okay. Hey, excuse me. What's going on with the waiting game? That's what boxing needs. The only thing that boxing needs, to be honest, is to sustain its momentum. So if boxing had a good 2021 year, I think it was a good 2021 year. What's good, Garcia? If boxing had a good 2021 year, right? I expect 2022. But I said that in 2019. And then I said that in 2020. I said that 2021 was going to be a good year. And I'm moving the goalpost, and I'm saying that 2022 is going to be a good year. Because this year I said it was going to be an undisputed year. Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. I thought we was going to get the heavyweight undisputed with Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. We had Jessica McCaskill, undisputed, that was doing her thing. We saw Clarissa Shields pay-per-view that was doing her thing. Right? Shout out to women boxing. They be doing the thing, man. Shout out to women boxing. We saw Natasha Jonas, Katie Taylor. But what's with the waiting game? The waiting game, look, Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes. I said, what was it, like a month ago? We need to, you know what? These fighters can't wait on Canelo Alvarez. We want to see the Andrade versus Jamal Charlo. We want to see Triple G fight Jamal Charlo, fight Boo Andrade. Because I know whoever beats Triple G better, way better than Canelo Alvarez did Triple G, that people will be calling for that fight. That when you call for that fight, people ain't going to be like, get the fuck out of here, man, because we will be like, no, Canelo, se va a quedar aquí. Okay? Canelo, no, ese queda aquí, mimito. He stayed right here, my friend. But this is why every time somebody calls Canelo Alvarez, it seems like for everybody is get the fuck out of here, man. You want payday. Because at the end of the day, what have you done legacy-wise to bring something to the table for Canelo Alvarez to beat? Yes, I give you payday. Yes, I give you payday. Sanchez in the building. Raw Boxing TV. Everybody subscribe to Raw Boxing TV. Let's go. Let's go. Vete de aquí, Palomo. Not you, the chat, the guy that So if Terence Crawford can't fight Virgil Ortiz, who can be next? Can't fight Virgil Ortiz, who's going to be next for Terence Bud Crawford? I don't know, Regis Prograis? No, I think the guy that I blocked. Robert, pero diablo, ¿qué yo te hice, Poncho? A ti, ahora a mí, Bro, here. Conor Benn gonna be fighting Adrian Broner, I believe so, man. Eddie Hearn gonna be throwing that bag. The problem, Midwest Boxing. Everybody subscribe to Midwest Boxing. What's good, my brother? Chicago in the building. The only thing that's hindering the sport of boxing is boxing not sustaining momentum. That's what boxing needs. Sustain momentum. When everybody's eye is glued to boxing, promoters got to work. Hey, yo, let's go. Let's get a fight. That's what needs to happen. That's been the problem with the sport of boxing. It's not that it's not good fights. It's that boxing cannot sustain its momentum. So right now, boom, it's been a good 2021 year. If an announcement came and said, you see, like, we see, look, we see Katie Taylor, December, she fought her opponent. Oh, okay, she's gonna beat her. She's gonna beat Sharapova. And then, okay, now we're looking at Amanda Serrano, and Amanda Serrano's gonna be her opponent. Oh, now we're looking at Amanda Serrano fighting Katie Taylor. You see the momentum? The anticipation is flowing nice. So now we see, Bud Crawford, okay, he beat Sean Porter, retired Sean Porter, and Earl the True Spence is looking for an opponent. Now you got to sustain the momentum. If they would announce this today, not today, but this month, that we are going to see Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence, everybody's eye will stay glued to boxing until they fight, right? Don't get mad at the guys like Jake Paul. Jake Paul is bringing that eye to the sport of boxing. I mean, a lot of people say it, but damn it, we went from Muhammad Ali, we from Mike Tyson, Oscar de la Hoya, a bunch of cash cows sport of boxing, Floyd Mayweather, y ahora tenemos, en América, tenemos Jake Paul. Mira, no se ponga bravo, mi gente. No se ponga bravo, mi gente. No, that's boxing that did it. Don't get mad at Jake Paul because he's taking advantage. You will take advantage, right? Don't get mad. Don't get mad at Jake Paul. No, señor. Don't get mad at Jake Paul. ¿Por qué? It's not like he's a slouch. He's working out, beating up MMA fighters. Diablo, qué abusador. If anyone can sustain momentum, is DAZN. Hey, and they say they got the bag, right? Golden Boy Promotions, reconstructed contract. They got some new money. I wanted to see Golden Boy Promotion. I know I did a video, but I did it before Mike Compinger came with the story that Virgil Ortiz is going to be fighting his next opponent. Because all Oscar de la Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion needed to do is file the petition, even though that, you know what I'm saying, it would have took a long time for Bud Crawford to fight Virgil Ortiz because Bud Crawford just fought his mandatory in Sean Porter, right? So it would have took him a long time. It would have took him to next year. But I'm going to say this, y'all. If I was Bud Crawford, I would want to fight Virgil Ortiz now. If I was Bud Crawford, I would want to fight Virgil Ortiz as soon as possible, because let's not look. I'm gonna tell y'all this, folks. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Don't think, and this is gonna sound very harsh. This is a Christian show. God understands me, all right? I got a personal relationship. He understands my sense of humor. It's not that serious. Don't think that the WBO would not F over PBC. Let's recall this, ladies and gentlemen, that if you play the waiting game, these belt federations can actually be like, hey, yo, no mandatory. Or Earl Spence, you want to fight Ugas? That's your back-to-back unification bout? Earl Spence have not fought a mandatory since Carlos Ocampo. In the WBC, we got Virgil Ortiz as #1 rated. In the IBF, we got Boots Ennis leading the way now that Abdul Kokorov lost. And maybe Boots Ennis is going to be fighting a final eliminator. Then after that, the IBF, who was a strict sanctioning body, is going to be like, all right, Earl Spence, it is time that you fight our mandatory. It's time. It's going to be 3 years. See, if I was Bud, I would have took care of a possible mandatory, because this was going to happen. Folks, I've been telling y'all that Bud Crawford or Earl Spence is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It may be happen like it's like Khan and Kell Brook will happen, where they pass their prime, nobody got no belts. It's not going to happen. Don't be surprised if the sanctioning bodies come out of nowhere and say, no, esto pleito. I give you enough time. I give you enough time. Let's not forget that the WBO, and forget it, but WBO worked with Abrams since 2000. They got options. I'm gonna say, yeah, but let me say it like this. Remember, Bob Abrams is now with Terrence Bud Crawford, but that doesn't mean that the WBO has not been listening to the rhetoric of the PBC fighters been talking about their sanctioning bodies. Let's not forget what these fighters been saying. Let's not forget how the WBO champion was played in the PBC telecast. Let's not forget what fighters in the PBC side was saying about the WBO, that's not a real belt. So guess what? Don't be surprised if later on next year the WBO says, when we see, oh my God, let's say if Earl Spence beat Ugas, right? And Bud Crawford, oh my God, if the stars is aligning itself, y viene the WBO, y viene Paco, and dice, no, sorry, you mandatory. I want Virgil Ortiz and you. No, no. Even though they did work with Sean Porter, but Sean Porter is a constant professional. People like Sean Porter in this business of boxing. Let's say if the IBF says no, you better fight Boots Ennis. How about if the WBC says no? You know what? I like Virgil Ortiz. I want Virgil Ortiz and Earl Spence in Texas. High, low, the mellow. If it's moonshine, it has to be gray, better than Frosted Flakes. Thank you. I appreciate it, my brother. Hope everything is going good. I can see the WBC doing that. Yeah, man. I could see the WBC doing that. I could see all sanctioning bodies by 2022 doing that. You think the sanctioning bodies are just going to sit around and wait for these guys to make money? They're not going to just sit around. Also, you know, I just think that that's going to happen. I think that's going to come to fruition, ladies and gentlemen. I think that you're going to see look right now. This is why I said in my video that the monkey wrench might be thrown. Do not be surprised if a monkey wrench is thrown. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if a monkey wrench is thrown with the Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at all. Don't be surprised if the monkey wrench is thrown. You know why? You know why? Because it did happen when Wilder was supposed to be fighting Deontay Wilder. And nobody was standing in their way. Nobody was standing in the way. No fighter, no sanctioning body was standing in the way of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. Y'all took too long. Boom. Bino ese wrench. Andy Ruiz. Then Tyson Fury. In the 154-pound division, we want to see Jarrett Hurd. We wanted to see Jarrett Hurd versus Jamal Charlo. Nothing was standing in their way. Monkey wrench was thrown. HLD in the building. What's good, my brother? Monkey wrench. Punch. I'll finish tomorrow, bro. Gotta hit the bed. Diablo, pero tú te voy a llamar abuelo. Abuelo, tú te vas a acostar ahora. Guido in the building. Tú te vas a acostar ahora, abuelo. Diablo, mi hermano. Ahora que tú estás en la casa, ya te quiere dormir, ya te quiere acostar, ya. Home sweet home, man. Así, tú eres un hombre que trabaja duro para la familia. Hey. Oh, man. Woo! Boxing. Y hay chueco, más curva que la curva del afermador de Valenzuela. But yo, look at how everybody's waiting on the sweepstakes of Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is establishing a legacy, and everybody's still waiting on Canelo Alvarez to establish their legacy. That's the problem. That Canelo Alvarez is establishing his legacy, and the others are waiting for Canelo Alvarez to establish theirs. Thus, the waiting game. ¿Qué ustedes van a hacer when Canelo Alvarez retires? Let's say Canelo Alvarez says, you know what? I got nothing left to prove. I got money. I made a smart investment. You know, I bought a stadium. I bought gasolina. I really don't need to fight. I'm in Hall of Fame already. Y'all already know Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. He got nothing left to prove. That's going to be the next video. I don't give a damn who gets mad. Canelo Alvarez, in reality, got nothing left to prove. Nothing left to prove. I don't know what else to prove. To what? To go back to the 160 and fight so people could say that he's a weight bully? He already cleaned out the 168. Yes, he cleaned out the 168. Everybody that got a title or got a belt, he cleaned out 168. Even if he fights David Benavidez, a fight that I want to see. David Benavidez don't bring no hard work to the table. It would just be another name, David Benavidez and stuff like that. He's just an ex-world champion. Vamos a hablar de verdad y deja con la condeja. In 175, good names. But why won't we want to see? I mean, look. Canelo Alvarez will be a visitor at 175. These guys having their career in 175. No, we want to see Bivol versus Beterbiev. Chop. Ustedes dos, wow, y'all waiting for Canelo Alvarez? Esa es la vaina. No. Zurdo Ramirez. How about Zurdo Ramirez versus David Benavidez? Oh, I like that. They both throw a lot. They both get hit. They both stand in front of each other. And things of that nature, that shit will be a war. No? Morales, Barrea, Morales. Manny Pacquiao, Morales, or just all-out Mexican war? David Benavidez versus Zurdo Ramirez. Come on, man, let's have a tournament. Damn it, we're going to have a Canelo sweepstakes. If y'all going to be waiting on Canelo Alvarez, let's have this tournament. Zurdo versus David Benavidez. Y'all already know, man, that he should be in 175 pounds anyway. Bivol versus Beterbiev. Charlo versus Andrade. Triple G, no, vete de aquí como with Morata. Hey, fight Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, you're getting a pass. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building. Everybody subscribe to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. One hour or so. Oh, you're going live later. All right. I'm not staying here longer than 10:30 Eastern time. Zurdo Ramirez won't happen anytime soon because they've already been sparring partners for a long time. It don't matter. Mike Tyson was sparring Lennox Lewis, and they duked it out. Manny Pat. Who else was sparring partners? And they duked it out. It don't matter. It happens a lot in the sport of boxing. Sparring partners, fight each other. The waiting game is the problem in the sport of boxing. And guess who's fighting throughout the waiting game? Other than Canelo, who is fighting through the waiting game while we waiting on the boxing fight that we want to see? And there's been good fights. But the fight that the masses want to see has not come through fruition. Jake Paul is the one that's fighting. Getting the money. Jake Paul, hey, yo, fighters. Jake Paul is snatching your budget. Because your manager or whoever don't want you to fight. Snatching that money up. Snatching that budget. It snatched the budget so much that they didn't even have enough budget to advertise Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castaño undisputed. Mira esa vaina. Damn. Scream la cabeza, coño. Cálmate, Punch, man. Boxing gets me hyped, man. Boxing gets me hyped, man. Damn. Dame calmarme un poquito. Calmarme un poquito. And you know what, too, Jonathan? I believe that Golden Boy promotion is gully enough to put Zurdo Ramirez versus David Benavidez. I think they're gully enough, and I think that the matchmaking, Gomez and Golden Boy promotion has great relationship, has a great friendship with Samson Promotions, and I think that could come to fruition. We've seen Jojo Diaz versus Gary Russell Jr. So I believe that Golden Boy Promotions could work with PBC. We've seen it before. Joby, what up? Oh, Luis se fue de la familia. Morrell has been calling out Benavidez too. That's a good fight. Morrell Jr. But how many fights that Morrell Jr. got? How many fights that Morrell Jr. got? How many fights that Morrell Jr. got? Zurdo not ready for anyone elite reminds me of Munguia. Put him in there. Put him in there. Because to be honest, look, if we say certain fighters don't look ready, see, styles make fights. I don't expect the fighter to be perfect so he could go to a next fight versus let's say an elite fighter. Let's not act like Muhammad Ali looked it great. He got dropped twice leading up to Sonny Liston, and then look at that performance. I'm not expecting David Benavidez to look perfect. I'm not expecting Zurdo Ramirez to look perfect in the fight. Let them get the fight. They might surprise us. Maybe they take their training camps. Look. Think about this. The more money in the pot, the more they eventually could spend on their camp, meaning high-profile, elite sparring partners. So the camp is different. When it's a big fight, their camp is different. Their camp is financed differently. So we won't see a Zurdo Ramirez, let's say a Zurdo Ramirez versus David Benavidez. We won't see the same type of sparring partners or the same way they go by their camp. Nah. Morrell versus Berlanga. I want to see how Berlanga gets back. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Canelo try to unify and go undisputed at 175. Nothing guaranteed, but at least try to. I mean, I would love to see that, but I would love to see Bivol fights Beterbiev in the meantime. HLD, 6 fights. He needs some time. 17 knockouts, 17 wins. Otto Beterbiev. But I want to see Beterbiev fight Bivol. Why? And this is what it is. We're begging the fans. Who Canelo Alvarez gonna fight next? No, who Beterbiev? Who you gonna fight next? Bivol, you gonna fight Beterbiev. That's it. Let's go. Oh, we want Canelo Alvarez to do everybody's job. Do we want them to create a legacy, or we want Canelo Alvarez to create a legacy for them? Not like that. I want to. There's so many great fights that doesn't have Canelo in the headlines. There's a lot of great fights in boxing promised 2022 that does not have Canelo in the headline in 160 and 168, and even in 168 still. David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. We want to see that. Yeah, man. I already see, you know what I say about it? Some people be like, oh, man, so you trying to say that's it? That Canelo is just great? And that's it? That Canelo Alvarez don't need to do nothing? That Canelo Alvarez is not this? People be like, oh, yo, punches, that's what you're trying to say? That's exactly what I'm trying to say, motherfucker. That Canelo Alvarez already has separated himself from his contemporaries. That Canelo Alvarez, to me as a fan, don't need to prove me nothing. Canelo Alvarez don't need to prove to me nothing no more. So I'm not stressed by Canelo Alvarez. If there's any fighter in the sport of boxing, and if there's any stress level, Canelo Alvarez is the fighter that stressed me the least of any fighter that's fighting in the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is the one that stressed me the least. I don't need to ask Canelo Alvarez for nothing because Canelo Alvarez already showed me that he's going to fight a lot. That if we're talking about, hey, yo, how fighters was fighting in the past and they fought a lot, well, Canelo Alvarez already showed me that. He voided that. He voided that frustration. He went for legacy. He voided that frustration. In the span of 3 years or 2 years, he became a 3-division world champion. He voided that frustration. If he retires right now, he's a walking Hall of Famer. He don't need to stress me out. He don't need to prove to me who he is. He don't need to prove to me nothing. Because I've been saying it for quite some time. If Canelo Alvarez right now retires right now, if he retires right now, he's going straight, walking, skating, you know what I'm saying? The wave, surfing into the Hall of Fame. Can we say the same thing for everybody else? Nah. So the sweepstakes, if you really want Canelo Alvarez, then do a Canelo Alvarez tournament. Forget about the world's the Super 6. Forget about that. Forget about the World Series Super 6. Forget about any sanctioning tournament. Just have the Canelo tournament, yeah. And Canelo Alvarez is the prize. Have a tournament in each. You want Mbubu, you want Charlo, you want Triple G. Y'all want to see the trilogy? Let's have a tournament at 160. If that's what it is. It is what it is, right? While Canelo Alvarez is stepping out, I'm going to the cruiserweight, y'all. I ain't going to the cruiserweight. I'm going to do something for me. I want you to do something for you. So I want to see who is going to do something. So by the time I finish with Makabu, I come right back down. I see what I see. I see what I want. If I don't see what I want, I get the fuck out of here, man. If I don't see what I want, I get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez is going to be like, if I don't see what I want from you guys, because you're waiting on me. No, the only person I want waiting on me is my wife, is the juicy, a pussy that's waiting for me in the bed so I can rickety-rick and rippity-rip. And that's it. Don't wait on me, you grown man. Okay? Don't wait on me to establish your legacy. I have my legacy. You go get yours. Okay? No sweepstake, okay? Oh, hey, no, I'm going to cruiserweight. In the meantime, I want you, everybody else, to do something. Please do something. Because if you retire right now, nobody's going to remember you, motherfuckers, everybody. Everybody. If you retire right now, nobody give a fuck. Everybody give a fuck at me. I'm Canelo Alvarez. I'm the best. I'm cash cow. I'm pound for pound, number one. Libra por libra, numero uno. Who you? None of you in the pound for pound list, motherfucker. None of you bring nothing to me. That's me. Canelo Alvarez could be like, not even the pound for pound list. Eh? Who Papa found? BW? Okay, who else? But before BW, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Give a shout out to Pancho right quick.
Then it's time to stop me. Then it's not a slow. Setting it needs me. Hand him at the bone. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean? Spin me right out low. Then it's time to show me. When it's not a thing.
There is just no excuses that we cannot see these fights. Because the more the waiting games happen, the more that these guys are out the limelight. Because these fighters don't know how to self-promote themselves. Let's be honest. These fighters don't know how to self-promote themselves. So they're going to be out the limelight. I even think that like a guy like the Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, well, I mean, Bud Crawford is talking just a little bit more. I mean, he should have been doing that a long time ago, man. Looking for Earl Spence in the beach. He should have been looking for the shark a long time ago, like that. You know what I'm saying? He should have been promoting it like that. Punch Drunk Boxing, the Jussie Smollett of the YTBC. Guilty. And you are the Jimenez of the YTBC that fought Crew de Jour. I love the skit. How can you be frustrated with Canelo Alvarez and not be frustrated with the other people? And I'm not telling that you got to be frustrated with the guys like Boo Boo and Charlo and Triple G and Bivol, Beterbiev, David Benavidez. David Benavidez, he's fucked up himself. I like David Benavidez, but he fucked up himself. Excuse my language. Caden Plant, he lost. Billy Joe Saunders, he lost. And he got popped. He should have been fighting Demetrius Andrade as well. But you can't tell me that Canelo Alvarez needs to prove anything. The only thing that Canelo Alvarez needs to do is defend those titles, right? Because he got those titles. But he got a voluntary bout. And I believe that Canelo Alvarez achieving what he's achieved, he should get his just due. Yeah, he should get his money. Yeah, he should get a fight in between. All the boxers did that. All the greats has fought fighters that wasn't elite or whatever. But he's gonna be a 5-division world champion. You're gonna take that away? When Roy Jones Jr., one of my favorite fighters, probably the favorite fighter, the guy that I emulated coming up. When Roy Jones Jr. was going to fight, was going to go 2 weight classes up to the heavyweight division of fight, Jean Ruiz, we all was like, wow, he's going to do history. Wow. That's how I see about Canelo Alvarez going to fight Murata. Yeah, I see it as wow. I don't give a damn if we ain't know who Murata was. He's going all the way to fight a guy that's 200 pounds. Wow. What everybody else is doing. Who everybody else is fighting. Can y'all tell me the announcement of anybody else who they're going to be fighting? Even Triple G and Murata is not going to be fighting. That's postponed. Who's fighting? Let me know the matchups. They want to cash cow. They want to cash cow and back of the cash cow. They want to cash out and back of the cash cow. No. Nah. You know why? Because Canelo Alvarez can make money on his own. Canelo Alvarez made money fighting Yildirim. Canelo Alvarez is going to be making money fighting Murata. Canelo Alvarez ain't going to be fighting. Money is not the issue with Canelo Alvarez. Money is not the issue. There's a couple of fighters I believe they already got money in the bank that they don't give a damn. They actually fighting for legacy. They fighting for their legacy. Canelo Alvarez. I believe that Lomachenko bought a hotel in Ukraine. He got his money. He have invested well. I don't think he's down for a check. I don't think he's afraid to lose. It's been a good 2020. It could be a beautiful 2022 year, man. It could be a beautiful 2022 year if boxing could sustain its momentum, and it's up to the promoters to do just that. It's up to the fighters to also say when the match, what the matchmaker tells you, hey, yo, what you think about this? I mean, yes. Yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. Canelo making money while he sleeps. Facts. If Canelo wants to go to cruiserweight title for history, I'm all for it. Que Dios le bendiga. Eso es verdad. 5 division world champions at the age of what? 32? If he does, Cinco de Mayo. At the age of 32, Canelo Alvarez will be 5 division world champion. Still be in the peak of his prime. No, a ese tipo no se puede. That guy cannot be hated, man. If you hate, I just look. You don't got to be a fan because different styles. You could like a fighter's different style, but you can't be a hater like Bradley or Andre Ward, the massive hater of Canelo Alvarez. And Andre Ward, one of my favorite fighters of all time, man. He's the son of God. He's God's son. What is it? The son of God. But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, El Demonio be getting on Andre Ward, bro. El Demonio. Y fuera. I'm not Catholic, but you see, what y'all call it? My Catholic friends that they be having the smoke that they put around the house. You know what I'm saying? That stuff that be smelling so the bad spirit could leave the house. What you call that? What you call that? When you smoke, yeah, I put the smoke in the house so the evil spirit could leave. That's Andre Ward when he's watching the Canelo fight. Andre Ward, bro. Andre Ward, when he be watching the Canelo fight, he be like the guy, El Católico, así, he can get the evil spirit out the house. Dad, what you doing? You never did that, Dad. It's some new. It's just when Canelo Alvarez is fighting. Oh my God, man. The incense. You open the door. You know when you live in a building, an apartment building, you open that door and people, what's that smell? Go to the bathroom, around the toilet, go to your bedroom. Your mother finds the little panties. ¿Y esta vaina que hay aquí, ¿Eh? Esto no es mío. ¿De quién es esto? ¿Quién es la puta que tú tenías ahí en la casa, Tú fuiste para la escuela, No estaba en la escuela ayer. Usted. Man. Shit, Andre Ward went to church the other day, and the preacher just smacked him with a bucket of holy water. Forget about putting a little bit of holy water right there. You know what I'm saying? No, the preacher went like this. Andre Ward came, and the preacher went out, shoom, with a bucket of holy water. Y lo mojó. Yo, my man, what you doing? No, because you be sinning a lot. Andre Ward go to the what you call it? The confession room and stuff like that, confessing your sins. And Andre Ward be like, man, priest, I'm sorry, man. I thought about all the horrible things that could happen to Canelo Alvarez. I hate Canelo Alvarez, man. I mean, I'm a man of God, but you know what I'm saying? When I think about that guy, and everybody always cheering for him, man. I work with ESPN, everybody want to put him number 1, and I'm the only one that says, no, it's still Terrence Bud Crawford. Nobody would be on my side. Nobody understands why I still want Terrence Crawford at number 1. Mr. Wood, why do you hate Canelo so much if you are the son of God? You a Christian, man. Why do you hate so much? God don't like haters. I just don't like my white side, man. That's what it is, man. I don't like my white side. I'm black and white. I just don't like my white side. So I see Canelo Alvarez. I don't like the skin. I hate them purple freckles, mother. Hey. War, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong? The evil man is the speedway. Evil spirit, man. He look like Pookie from New Jack City, man. I just don't know what it is, man. I just don't know what it is, man. I just keep calling me, man. They keep calling me, man. The devil keep calling me to hate Canelo Alvarez, man. If you don't think Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound number one, you's a liar. Man, if you think Canelo Alvarez need to prove something to you, you's a liar.
Lesbian? Homosexual? How can I describe you? Why are you gay?
So is Crawford going to wait for Thurman? So is Crawford going to wait for Thurman fight next? Probably. I believe so. Yo, Canelo Alvarez going to fight with Makabu, 5 Division World Champion. That ain't nothing. You's a liar. Can you imagine if Jamal Charlo, Boo Boo Andrade, Triple G, anybody would be like, hey, yo, I'm going to the cruiserweight, son. Don't matter who fighting, man. You got a belt. I'm coming after you, man. Let's be honest, man. In the boxing, the cruiserweight division is one of the divisions that we really don't talk about that much. Let's be honest. So that's why a lot of people, even the hardcore boxing fans, they know who Makabu was. I told y'all in the video. We was Googling like crazy. Who the fuck is Makabu? Where he from? What he weighed? How he looked like? We didn't even know how Makabu looked like. We just interpreted with that last name that he's, from Africa, from the Congo, Makabu. People hating on Makabu like they hating on Ugas. People hating on Makabu like they hating on Ugas. Ugas shouldn't get the Manny Pacquiao fight. Ugas shouldn't get the Earl Spence fight. Ugas shouldn't get no damn fight. Let me tell you like this, folks. Let me just be very, very clear and let's be very, very real. Ugas was in position to get the Earl Spence fight before Bud Crawford was in position to get the Earl Spence fight. Ugas was in position in the IBF to get the Earl Spence fight longer than Bud Crawford was in position to get the Earl Spence fight. Am I lying?
You can't handle the truth.
Vamos a hablar de verdad. Ugas was in position to get the Earl Spence fight longer than anybody was in position to get the Earl Spence fight. Let me say it again. Ugas was in position to get the Earl Spence fight longer than anybody in the welterweight division. He was in position. Am I right? Or no? In the IBF, when he fought his title eliminators, beat Ray Robinson and things of that nature. Before that, was he in position to get the Earl Spence fight? Fact. So in the end of the day, even though that we want to see Bud Crawford, Even though we want to see Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, and I've been trying to tell you that fight ain't going to happen. Let's not forget that Ugas have worked his way up. He's worked the hardest, especially in the IBF round. Then they switched him to the WBC round. Just so Earl Spence really could have that, you know what I'm saying? Carlos Ocampo came out of nowhere. Let's be honest. You know, they was playing the political game. Let him get this good homecoming fight in Dallas so he could look great. Ugas, move on to the WBC. We got you a title over there. We don't want you to get in the way of Earl Spence. He said those get the lumbo said those same nice shades you want to bet them shades Spence beat Ugas, but could have fought Ocampo. We all know that Bud was going to fight Jeff Horn, man. We all know that, bro. We definitely know that. He was going to fight Ocampo. That was an IBF. I mean, that was what top rank. That was the WBO. We all know that. That was going to happen. And it was good that happened because then he got a title. But let's talk about just Ugas. Let's talk about Ugas because people are frustrated with Ugas. People feel like Ugas shouldn't get what he deserved. Matter of fact, they feel like Ugas shouldn't get what he's earned. And then when Ugas lost, he worked himself back up. Ugas beat Omar Figueroa. He worked himself back up, just like Lomachenko was trying to do. Work himself back up, fighting Nakatani, fighting Richard Comey. I'm not paying for any PBC pay-per-view on God. Well, I am. Not because it's a fight, but because everybody know that Fao China, he's one of my favorite fighters. I don't give a damn who he fights. I'm buying the pay-per-view. Like I told you, there's two different type of consumers, y'all. It's those who's gonna buy pay-per-view to see the fight, and there's others that don't care. They just want to see one of their favorite fighters perform, and they'll just pay, just like I'll pay for a concert. Damn it, I am paying Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. I'm not happy of the matchup, but I am paying to see one of my favorite fighters fight. Yes, I'm paying my money. I'm going to file for media credentials. I hope I get it. I don't think that PBC people are very happy with me because I did have the video that says that Leonard Ellaby, a.k.a. Mr. Pinocchio, was exploiting Tank. So the PBC was like, hey, yo, Punch. That's not nice. That is not nice. And we don't want you in our event, damn it. Ugas has earned his spot. Yes. Most certainly he's earned his spot. Most certainly he earned his spot, man. I'm just saying what the public really want. And you know that the boxing business don't care what the public wants. It never did. Look, we could scream, yell, bitch, moan in the YTBC or what we want. What we want. We want this. We want that. Boxing business handlers be like, what the hell are these people talking about? They ain't even paying attention to the YTBC, bro. They don't care what we want. It's not what we want. The business of boxing is sit your ass down, you're going to be watching. All right? Sit your ass down. You're going to be watching. Whether you're going to be watching the highlight, whether you're going to be watching it, the highlight, the playback on YouTube, you're going to be watching, damn it. All right? That's the way they talk, bro. Behind the scenes. Chat out. What the fuck are these people think they are? They don't run us. But I want. Yeah, we like them little babies, and boxing is a strict parent. I want the toy. Okay, you want the toy? Mira, chara. Okay, I buy the toy. If you behave good, I buy you the toy for Christmas. And right now it's February. We cry all day. Boxing don't do business with us, man. The fighters already paid. They paid by the investors or they paid by the sponsors. They already paid, man. Get their advanced checks, you know. You say, I'm watching all top 10 welterweight fights. Well, the question that people, I don't think the people have a question of watching. I think the people have a question of paying. I'm paying for it. Look, I'm already paying for the zone. I'm already paying for the zone. I'm paying for ESPN Plus. I'm gonna pay for the pay-per-view. I'm paying for the pay-per-view. I'm gonna be paying for the pay-per-view. I to be honest, the moral, the principle of Gervonta Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz, how it got to that pay-per-view, I just ain't like the principle of it. I didn't like how they used it, man, because I know it was a lie. I know it was and I'm not even gonna say that, right? But I haven't seen no damn charges being brought to Rolly. I thought that was like, what were the charges, man? Rolly out there having fun. I ain't see that woman no more. She remember that chick? That's it. Once they announced the Isaac Cruz, that's it. It was like for a week, and then that's it. That disappeared. Boxing betrayed us. I'm never paying for any fight. You know what, though, Joey? The fans sometimes betray the fighters too, man. The fans also betray the fighters. It's almost like this situation we're talking about right now. Boxing betrayed us, but what about the fans are betraying a guy like Ugas? We always want fighters to challenge themselves. Ugas went to fight his belt federation, you know, and he feel like he fought and got what he deserved. Even when he fought, he lost. Be like, no, you're gonna be fighting your mandatory. That kept on fighting, and he got what he want. You know? Or we betraying guys like Ugas that we know deserve a unification bout, and he's already a champion. He retired. The GOAT! One of the GOATs! Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, the 5 lineal, the 12th-time world champion. The senator, the ambassador, the humanitarian, the good father, the good husband, the best karaoke singer of them all. There you go, Manny Pacquiao. Ugas has earned his spot. But are we betraying Ugas? If we say, no, this shit is man. Man, I ain't going to support that shit. Are we betraying Ugas then as a fighter? Thank you, Joey. Sí, me siento más mejor. I'm feeling good, better, very good. Very good. Could be a lot better. El cuello me está jodiendo ahora me meto. Very stiffy like a dicky in the morning. Fighters don't care about fans, and fans don't care about fighters. I mean, I do see it every day. I see that a lot of fans ask for something for fighters, but they don't give a damn about the fighters. They give a damn about the fight. There's a lot of fans that care about the fights that don't give a damn about the fighters. They just want to see the fight. They want it by any means necessary. Shout out to Malcolm X. What's the narrative? People mad Crawford BS Spence is not happening. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, people are always going to be mad that the fight is that they want is not happening. Look, I love the journey of fight. John McSmith, what's good, my brother? Look, I love the journey of fighters, bro. I like the build to the fighter, right? The build, the marination, the build up to a good fight. I just feel like this fight is just over marinated. But then me contradicting myself at the same time, because it's hard, man. It's hard because, look, I said that Kell Brook and Amir Khan, I did a video and I said that shit was expired milk. That's it. Nobody cares. Way overdue. And then that fight, the box office opens and they sell out on the same day. They sell out. Or the same couple days. They sell out. So then this is the reason why when they see this happening, when the business of boxing see this happening, the blueprint of Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather waited for 6 years. Oh, that's it. That's it. It's taking so long. And when they finally come to fruition, everybody's going to pay for it. I feel like Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is going to be fighting. Maybe 2022, maybe 2023. That's their cash out. That's their cash out. And if that keeps working, then think about it. These fighters that's telling us in different, they telling us indirectly that belts don't matter. That belts don't matter. Yo, we could see a Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence with no belts, and people will still pay for it like they will pay for it, like if it was the next fight for them. So even though I may feel like, yo, this is taking too long, right? This is taking too long. I could be wrong too. I was wrong with Amir Khan and Kell Brook. We was wrong with the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather. So it's about money, right? Roy Jones, no, hey, yo, that's facts. Get the smoke. Hey, 1.6 million. 1.6 million, folks. 1.6 million exhibition. Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson was marinated for 17 years. Facts, man. Those are facts. I can't argue that. I won't argue that. I won't even debate it. Don't even need a dialogue with it. Don't even need a conversation. It's true. At the end of the day, is prize fighting, right? Boo Boo versus going to purse bid. Dude still can't get a decent fight. I want Boo Boo to drop his belt now. That's it. Drop it. Go to the WBO. Tell Eddie Hearn to petition for you to be the WBO mandatory in the WBO. That's it. I'll drop that belt. Let me get the petition. Get the petition. Tell Eddie Hearn, get the petition. So you could be placed in 168 as mandatory. If you can't get Jaime Munguia, you cannot get Jamar Charlo. Triple G, you ain't going to get. Drop that belt. That's it. Just drop the belt. Go drop it. But first, put yourself in position to be the mandatory in 168. Nah, I don't want him to fight no man. I don't want him to fight the mandatory. There's no reason why this man should still be fighting a bunch of mandatories, man. Everybody's open for a damn fight. And that's what I mean. Why we can't get Boo Boo and Charlo? Why? And it's not that the zone is not giving up the money, because and it's not out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm telling you, there's something that when somebody burned a bridge somewhere, bro. Andre did something. Andre did something to this. Al Heyman or something. Because even Al Heyman will send Mikey Garcia to the zone. Mikey Garcia will send Amir Khan to the zone. Al Heyman will send Sergey Derevchenko to the zone. He will send Daniel Jacobs to the zone. But he can't send Jamar Charlo to the zone to get some money? Nah, something happened there, bro. Something happened in that, man. Something happened, man. The fuck happened, man? Nah, I don't want Boo Boo to fight. No, it's man. Nah, go to 168 then, man. If you can't get Jaime Munguia, you can't get Jamar Charlo. That's a leave, man. Punch. And if Andrade drops the belt, Charlo gonna say he not fighting him because he has no belt. No, I'm saying that's it. Leave the 160. I mean, he leave the 160. If he can't get no fights at 160, no meaningful fight, nah, man. Not another mandatory. Nah. Demetrius Andrade is giving a lot of chances for somebody to become a champion. Ain't nobody giving him a chance to unify. Nah, that's it, man. Go to 168, my brother. Go chase Caleb Plant. I believe that's a good fight. David Benavidez, that's be a good fight. How about that one, man? But then those are PBC fighters too. So I don't know, man. Billy Joe Saunders, Boo Boo. Hey, I want to see a fight. Maybe that's a good fight right there. Billy Joe Saunders and Boo Boo Andrade, no titles. Just get your money now, man. Forget about it. Forget about it. I think Boo Boo Andrade deserve, legacy opportunities. And yeah, people always gonna go back to 2015, 2014. That shit is old, man. Right now, they talking about millions of dollars. We talking about millions of dollars. We ain't talking about the $250,000 that he wanted more. We ain't talking about that type of money. We're talking about millions, multi-million dollar fight deals that people just don't want to fight Boo Boo Andrade. And their business handlers don't want to make that fight come through fruition. Go to the 168, petition to be the WBO mandatory, you know what I'm saying? And try to get that fight. You can get that fight with Billy Joe Saunders in 168. I think that would be a good fight. I think it would be a good fight for the zone. It was going to be an incredible match. I think it was going to be an incredible fight anyway. If they would have when they would have fought in 160, Canelo not coming back to the 168, 175 next. We don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, he got belts. If he wasn't coming back, then he would just let go of the belts. You know, he would just let go of the belts. Boo Boo is basically a guaranteed loss on their record. And that's why we ain't seen everything Boo Boo has. Hardly anyone has the ability to bring it out of him. I agree, Midwest Boxing. I agree. They all know who Boo Boo Andrade is. Especially in this class. Everybody know who Boo Boo Andrade is. Boo Boo Andrade was an Olympian. They know who Boo Boo Andrade is. Boo Boo Andrade came from almost from the same class as these other guys. They know exactly who Boo Boo Andrade is. They know exactly who he is. How about Daniel Jacobs versus Boo Boo Andrade? I know they friends, but if y'all friends, break bread, make money. Boo Boo Andrade versus Daniel Jacobs in 168. I see a lot of fights for him. I think Daniel Jacobs, they're good friends. Let's make some good money. You know what I'm saying? Look out for a friend. I think that Daniel Jacobs should look out for a friend. Mike Tyson said that. You know what I'm saying? That's your friend. Make money together, man. That's what you do in boxing. Mr. Moonshine, did you box in Alameda County, California? Oh, no. Nah. It sucks Boo Boo can't catch a break to shine. It's sad, you know. And I know that time when he went to the Canelo post-fight, I know it was funny. And it was funny with Canelo Alvarez because that was the birth of Cartelo. But the way that Eddie Hearn did his fighter was embarrassing in my opinion. And I like Eddie Hearn. But right there, once that fight ended, you're supposed to be promoting. If it was Don King, can you imagine if Don King was the promoter of Boo Boo Andrade in that moment? Canelo Alvarez, one of the best. Mexico, Viva Mexico, Viva Mexico. Canelo Alvarez. What about Boo Boo Andrade? Boo Boo Andrade, an Olympian, an American champion. Yo, Don King would have promoted that shit right then and there. You would never see Boo Boo Andrade getting carried out that post-fight interview. Demetrius Andrade will be sitting next to Canelo Alvarez. Don King will see to that. Eddie Hearn, come on, man. You were supposed to stand up for your guy. That's your fighter. Canelo Alvarez was not your fighter. Demetrius Andrade is your fighter. You were supposed to speak up. Canelo, what do you think about Demetrius Andrade? Let's make that fight happen. I just made money with you with 2 fights. How about after Kalen Plant, we fight and we move to 168 and we get that fight? Nah, they just let this man get verbally disrespected and carried out. I like Boo Boo versus Plant. I like that fight too, but I'm saying like if he can't get the Charlo, how you gonna get the Kalen Plant? That's still straight up PBC. You know? And then the fans and then the boxing media likes to play this. Oh, Demetrius Andrade ain't fun to watch. He don't got no power. Then you give them the legitimacy to avoid Demetrius Andrade. The fans, he's boring. He's this. He got a belt. Well, this is the only fight that you don't give a damn about unifications, huh? We respect Ugas versus Spence to be a unification. Can we get on Demetrius Andrade the unification? Where is the power of the fans? The power of the media? If you're going to shame somebody, you should be shaming this middleweight division that's supposed to be one of the prestige division in boxing history. Daniel Jacobs versus John Wright. I don't want to see that. I want to see Boo Boo. I want to see somebody challenge Boo Boo Andrade. I want to see somebody challenge Boo Boo Andrade, man. I want to see Demetrius Andrade get somebody, their business handlers to have the balls to put their fighters versus this man. Why not? I ain't even gonna say fighters. I'm just gonna say business handlers. I ain't gonna say I think that all fighters fight. They're not scared of nobody. You know, I think you gotta go to the business handlers, man. And a lot of these fighters be saying they bosses too, man. Nah, he must have it. Gotta look like that. Man, gotta look. Why doesn't anybody want to fight Boo Boo? That's going to be a hashtag very, 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 very soon. I'm telling you, I've been trying to tell y'all folks. Demetrius Andrade, a.k.a. No, Demetrius Boo Andrade. It's not even Boo Boo no more. It's Boo Andrade. He's scaring all these business handlers, man. He's scaring all these promoters and these advisors and managers that what they advising is no, not him. Not that 6'1", Southpaw could switch it up, Olympian pedigree. Nah, man, not him. Not him, man. We can't gamble with that. High volume puncher or unorthodox, awkward. Nah. And now he looked at his last fight, broke the jaw of Jason Quigley. Hope Jason Quigley got better after the broken jaw. Had jaw surgery. Now, why do you think Boo Boo hasn't moved up in weight? Because I think he hasn't moved up is because he's in position to get a lucrative fight and a unification fight. He got Jamar Charlo and Triple G, and Triple G supposed to be with the Zone. Why don't the Zone say no to that to the Murata opponent? Like they said to Canelo Alvarez when he wanted to fight. Who? They were saying no. When Canelo Alvarez wanted to fight Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders the first time, I think it was like who? They said no. That wasn't like a primary opponent or whatever. Why did the Zone just didn't say no? Because also Triple G is in business with the Zone too. To be honest, I'm more frustrated with Triple G more than anything else. Because I think that Triple G got a lot of money in his deal with the Zone. And he's getting a pass, man. He is getting the major pass. Nobody is on Triple G. Hey, yo, we be on Charlo, Boo Boo, David Benavidez. We up Gary Russell and nah, man, I don't give a damn if he be fighting these. No, man, Triple G is getting a pass, bro. A pass. A pass, man. But what people going to be like, oh, but he's going to be fighting Murata. That's unification. But, man, Murata just got that title because this guy vacated the title. Facts, Guido. It's time people put that pressure on Triple G, man. That guy is getting a hell of a pass, bro. We arguing, fighting over Charlo and Boo Boo, and Triple G gets a pass. Oh, because you fought Canelo, you ain't never beat Canelo. You ain't never beat Canelo. You don't get no pass. Like Sergey Derevchenko, everybody want to I respect all warriors, but yo, what about the Sergey Derevchenko? Man, Sergey Derevchenko ain't never beat nobody. Sergey Derevchenko ain't never beat nobody. And dumb people telling me, yo, but they fought Sergey Derevchenko. Sergey Derevchenko ain't never beat nobody, man. What the guy? Come on, man. He ain't nothing better than Samuel Vargas that fight good elite fighters and lose. Huh? What's the difference between Sergey Derevchenko and Samuel Vargas in the welterweight division? Huh? Every time somebody bring up a certain, well, let's see what Demetrius Andrade do with Sergey Derevchenko. Why? Daniel Jacobs beat him. Triple G beat him. Charlo beat him. What's this Sergey Derevchenko love fest? Sergey Derevchenko versus Jaime Munguia. Oh, wow. Really? Man, Sergey Derevchenko ain't nothing but Samuel Vargas in the middleweight division. Am I lying? Sergey Derevchenko ain't nothing but Samuel Vargas in the middleweight division. Prove me wrong. Robert Estrada said, K's Savoy, what's good, my brother? He said Triple G. Triple G needs to fight Andrade. Well, that too, but let me get my boy right here. Boom. Triple G only has 2 years in his career, max. He better figure it out. Facts. Derevchenko reminds me of Lemieux. K Savoy said, salute, my friend. Salute, my brother. Salute, man. How's everything, my bro? Triple G is still waiting on Canelo. Hasn't done anything with his 100. Exactly. He got the bag, bro. He got the bag. He took the zone to the bank. Yo, and he's getting the pass of a life. I ain't never seen a fighter like this get a pass. And I'm not saying that, hey, yo, criticize fighter, criticize fighter, because I want people to actually preserve the sport of boxing, preserve these fighters, and give the fighter the benefit of the doubt. But when we hear so much of the complaints with Charlo, the Misa Andrade, and Triple G's gotten a pass. And every time that Triple G steps up in high competition, how does he do? How does he do? When Triple G steps up in competition, can you tell me that Triple G looks special? I remember a lot of people was talking about, yo, Kell Brook exposed Triple G, even though he got knocked out and broke his eye socket. But we saw what Floyd Mayweather did see. Triple G's straight up and down, no special effects. When he steps up, was Mayweather right about Triple G? I know a lot of people is on Mayweather right now, but was Mayweather right about Triple G that he's straight up and down, no special effects? Yeah, even Floyd Mayweather was hating on Triple G back then. Damn, Floyd, I'm thinking about it, man. Floyd, everybody that catch a good wave, man, Floyd don't like that shit. He don't like the Deontay Wilder shit. He don't like the Canelo shit. Man, he ain't like the T.O. shit. He ain't like the Triple G thing. I never cared for Triple G. Canelo said his investment is making $1.4 million a month. Facts. Shout out to Chicago. Chicago in the building. Canelo Pacquiao Andrade. I will bet my house on it. I bet that it goes to a decision. And I don't bet on boxing. But I will bet that Canelo Alvarez does not knock out Demetrius Andrade. I will bet that Canelo Alvarez does not knock out Demetrius Andrade. So it's a bet. If they ever fight, we have a bet, sir. We have a bet. I could take that bet. Did he really talk bad about Wilder? I'm not gonna say that he talked bad about Wilder, but look, co-signing the next generation, co-signing. Look, and this is where Floyd Mayweather contradict himself. When Floyd Mayweather says that Mayweather promotion is PBC and Al Heyman, they both the same. Mayweather, Al Heyman. When you see me, you see Al Heyman. Al Heyman, you see me. Mayweather promotion, stuff like that. But Mayweather doesn't big up everybody else in PBC. Why don't you promote? Why don't you promote and be PBC and promote and say that Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight in the world? Why don't you say that? Why you ain't say that before? I'm just saying that fighters, need that cosigners, man. They need that cosign. When Julio Cesar Chavez gives the cosign to Canelo Alvarez and Julio Cesar Chavez says he's the best fighter of the world, let's say the Mexican people, let's say if you was like, because of course it's like saying that LeBron James is gonna be better than Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan was your favorite player. You hate when you hear that shit, right? So you're Julio Cesar Chavez fan and come from that era and you hear that Canelo Alvarez is gonna be better than Julio Cesar Chavez. You'll be like, hell no. But when you see Julio Cesar Chavez give him like, this guy's the best, gives him a kiss in the cheek, then you'll be like, all right, man, that's the cosign. You know what? The fans translate to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Give them the baton. And that's what needs to happen in the sport of boxing. Sometimes these legends need to, just think about it, that these guys, these legends are heroes. And when you give them the inspiration and you tell them that they're good and they're going to be the next and they're going to be better than me, that's better than sometimes winning a belt for these fighters. He was one of my heroes, Chavez. Yeah. So when Chavez is saying what he's saying, that he's better, then you got to respect Chavez. Or Chavez is just a humble man. But you got to respect the co-signing. And then, you know, that I think that needs to happen. Like I did a video once before. I would have loved that Mike Tyson would have gave Deontay Wilder the co-sign. Like, we've been waiting for an American heavyweight champion. We was waiting for a freak of nature like that. Now, not necessarily that Deontay Wilder had the skills and talent of Mike Tyson, but we wanted Mike Tyson to, you know, take him under his wing or say something great about him so we could. But the first time they was asking Mike Tyson about Deontay Wilder, Mike Tyson didn't even know who he was, bro. He act like, I don't know, I really haven't seen a fight and couldn't give us props. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Harsh critique, but you wanted like a Mike Tyson to give him the you know. So then, as a fan or as a fighter, you feel like, oh, these legends are haters. Is Mayweather doing that with Gervonta Tank Davis, but for financial gain? To be honest, if I would assume, and looking at body language, I don't think that that Floyd Mayweather, and looking how they moving Gervonta Tank Davis, I don't think that Floyd Mayweather see what we may see. See, I see Gervonta Tank Davis as a special fighter. I think he has the skills and talent, and I think that Mayweather sees all the holes. Pause. I'm not talking about the holes like the ladies. I'm talking about all the holes in Gervonta Tank Davis' game in and out the ring. I don't think that Floyd Mayweather believes in Gervonta Tank Davis like most people think he believes in him. I don't think so. I think that this is just an investment, to be honest. There's just an investment. There's just like an art piece to him for him to look good. And then when Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting, and then he's in the locker room and he's giving him some type of, you know, he's giving him instructions. You heard him in the post-fight interview. He said, I told Tank to do this, and he did it. Like, he didn't even give really props to Calvin Ford. I'm getting tired of that shit, to be honest. I'm getting tired of Mayweather Promotions not giving props to Calvin Ford. That don't look right. And Gervonta Tank Davis, you need to step up, bro. You need to step up and you know, respect your Calvin Ford in front of the whole world, man. Yo, Calvin, sit right next to me, man. We did this together. Sit right next to me, Calvin. Thank you for my trainer, man, for training me for this opportunity, for me to be where I'm at. The first person I will give thanks if I was Gervonta Tank Davis is Calvin Ford, bro. Because he was more than a trainer, man. He was father figure, bro. I won't say Al Heyman first. I won't say Floyd Mayweather first. I won't say Showtime first. I will say thanks to Calvin Ford, bro. And I know that Calvin Ford won't say anything, you know. Como eso no lo molesta. Eso lo molesta, eh. That bothers him, because you remember when he became a trainer again? Remember, he wasn't training him in one of the fights. I forgot one of the fights. And then the next time he was training him, and he's like, I told you, he's been doing this since day one. And he was looking at the camera. I told him that. I told him everything. He's been doing this. I told him that. You know why? Because he knows that he was being disrespected by the other people around the Floyd Mayweathers and Gervonta Tank Davis. I want to interview with Calvin Ford, man, because I want to give Calvin Ford his flowers now, because they ain't gonna give it to him. They ain't gonna give Calvin Ford his flowers. He didn't get praised for nothing. But guess what? If Gervonta Tank Davis if Gervonta Tank Davis get staggered, get knocked down and all that stuff, and look bad, they're gonna blame on Calvin Ford, the trainer. They're gonna be like, yo, change the trainer. Nah, man. Nah. Get off of me. Yo. Ellaby, Floyd, just can you sit in the corner and let me and my trainer talk, just like every other fighter. Let him get the questions. And media, like I said in the video, you got to ask Calvin Ford the questions. Yo, y'all the media, and look, I respect some of y'all, I love some of y'all. Y'all got to respect Calvin Ford, because y'all be disrespecting him. Asking Florida questions like Florida has been training him. Y'all ask more Florida questions than damn Gervonta Tank Davis. I know that Javante, when y'all ask Javante Davis, actually, they take the mic from him. They be snatched, they mic snatchers. I really do think that they look at Javante Davis as a dummy too, because he's still 27 years old and y'all can't even let him talk freely. Es un chamaquito con esa gente. I just gotta keep it real. But ladies and gentlemen, look, at the end of the day, man, for real, man, I think boxing could sustain its momentum if the promoters, they look at a fight, another fight. What's happening in January, folks? What's the fight in January? What's the big fight in January? You know? Yo, I even think as a promoter, right? Oh, Jake Paul is going to be fighting when? He's going to be fighting December 18th. We got to do an event the next weekend of that. Or, you know, it's going to be Christmas, so the following weekend. Oh, but it's going to be New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? You got to promote around that big event. Right? Promote around that big event. They did it smart. See, Matchroom. Eddie Hearn is smart on this one. Eddie Hearn is a smart guy because he was promoting the Tio and the Haney around the Bud Crawford and Sean Porter. So when he look, wherever the whole media is at, they there. And then Javante Davis and his people was like, oh, yo, we having a workout. All the media is there in Vegas. All the media is there for the Bud Crawford and Sean Porter. And you take advantage of that. So that November was a killer, man. Of November, everything was boxing, bro. Everything was boxing. So that's, you see, November is the way that boxing should be. November is the way that boxing should be. This November was it was just boxing news after boxing news, bro. This November should be like every month in boxing. Yo, but tomorrow is gonna be the next another day, ladies and gentlemen, of Punch Drunk Boxing. Thank you for the people that's supporting the channel. Smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. Y'all already know tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Man, it couldn't be with us today, but hopefully very, very soon we reschedule it, and you know, the champ is going to be with us, breaking things down. Her win versus Miriam Gutierrez with a wonderful win. Estrada as well. Amanda Serrano, Estrada, and Alicia Baumgartner, bringing the type of excitement, that power that women boxing deserve, that women boxing needs, so people could really be into women boxing the way I believe people should. Amanda Serrano, Estrada, Alicia Baumgartner, Chantel Cameron. Also, Savannah Marshall, bringing that power to women boxing, knocking out the ladies. This is what we need in women's boxing. I would love Clarissa Shields to start knocking out and stopping girls. That's what she needs. 2 knockouts. It's just not going to get the people into the sport of boxing. Matter of fact, Clarissa Shields was more exciting in the MMA, in my opinion. She was just more exciting. And she has all the skills and talent. Yes, she's the GOAT, but she needs to start to knock and stop girls. If she's going to look, if she's going to be the front, if she's going to be the standard, she's going to have to knock and stop girls. She's going to have to do it, because Amanda Serrano, for me personal, Punch Drunk Boxing, me, is more exciting than all the girls right now. But Estrada is right there with her, knocking girls out, not stopping. She's knocking girls out, Alicia Baumgartner, how she knocked out Harper while she was standing. That's what we need in women boxing. It gotta be ruthless. It gotta be destructions. If you want guys to follow y'all, and let's be real honest, we got to see some destructions. We got to see that you do what Amanda Serrano did to her opponent for 10 rounds, that she looked like we can't even describe if that's really Miriam Gutierrez. Let's be honest. She didn't look like her, bro. She was reconstructing her face, man. She hit her so hard that she grew another nose. She landed 246 power shots, bro. Now they're gonna lead the way for me, man. They're gonna lead the way because that's the only way that we go. That oh, shout out to Katie Taylor as well. You know what I'm saying? She throws a lot of punches, but things of that nature we gotta see. We gotta see excitement, power, destruction. Amanda Serrano, the pound for pound knockout queen of the sport of boxing. Estrada on the pound for pound knocking. Oh my God. Those leading the way. Jessica McCaskill. I love her approach as well. I would love to see Natasha Jonas versus Jessica McCaskill. I can't wait to see Reese versus Chantel Cameron. I can't wait to see Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. I can't wait to see Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa Shields. I can't wait to see Mayers versus Baumgartner. Oh man, women boxing is picking up. Hey yo, man, love y'all. I believe that Rap Star Boxing Knowledge is going to go live. Love y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the support. Tomorrow, you already know, God first, everything second, fight plus survive equals true champions, man. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm probably going to start going early, man. I might give you a little, I might go to afternoon Eastern time. I might play around with the time slot. You feel me? I might play around with the time slot.